So welcome back to another video, guys. Slightly different background this time. I'm in my front room. I decided to take a little bit more of a raw approach to this video. I've just got my mic here, no fancy setups. Really just wanted to sit down, have a chat, keep things nice and informal. I think we're going to get disrupted by the dog in a minute because he's going crazy. Chelsea are also beating Southampton 6-0 and the stadium is just there. And I can see tons of people leaving the stadium now. So if you start hearing people out the window, please do ignore it. I think the dog's going to go crazy. Ted, what's up? So yeah, anyway, back to the video. In this video, I just wanted to go over why I started my new education company. For those of you that follow me on Instagram, you'd have seen I've just launched my new business, WeTrade. It's an e-learning company. It's an e-learning company where we help people learn how to trade. We have a community, we have programs to help complete beginners get into trading and scale to create a full-time income so they can live a life of their own design, trading online. One thing you get when you're in this space by a lot of people, everyone always says, if you can make so much money from trading, why do you provide education? Why do you provide courses? Whatever. Signals if you do that, whatever. A lot of people ask that question. So again, I just briefly wanted to touch on sort of my opinion on this and my experience as to really why I'm in the education space for the most part. I previously worked in it before, but I came at the other side of a business in the sort of mid 2020, early 2020, and I went through a period of about 8 or 9 months where I was just trading. I had no other worries. I didn't have to take care of anybody else, any other businesses or anything like that. It was just simply waking up in the morning and trading, and that was my only worry. That was the only thing I had to deal with. Fantastic, it was going really, really well. Had some time to focus, got some really, really nice results. But after about 6, 7 months, 8 months, I found myself falling into just a pit, really. I was trading and then I was just sitting and doing nothing for the rest of the day. I had no motivation to do anything, wasn't going to the gym, was eating crap all the time. I needed to find something to sort of fuel that passion again, to really get me going. I've always been a very entrepreneurial person, so I've always had businesses, I've always had something else other than trading that I was working on to fuel that extra time. If you're like me and you trade the London session, then your work is pretty much done at about 10, maybe 11 o'clock in the morning, depending on how the session goes. So you have so much free time. So it's one of those things, if you don't have something else going on, it's going to be very, very difficult for you to really stay motivated. Unless you're one of those people that can just get out and you're playing golf, tennis, you're on holidays or whatever, then it's going to be one of those things where you're just going to be insanely bored. One of the things that a lot of traders don't speak about is how sort of shallow and soulless being in that trading industry is and being a trader. Not only that, but it's very, very lonely as well. So yes, you can make a hell of a lot of money in a very short period of time, but that's a trade-off for doing something that doesn't light that fire, doesn't give you any gratification, doesn't really keep you motivated. You're not really building anything big. You're not building anything. In fact, you're going through the motions of creating money. Okay, so trading is very, very good at providing an income and creating an income and building wealth. But other than that, that's pretty much it. It's a tool to create income and wealth. Okay, and that's about it. It's not like a business where you're building something to perhaps go and sell on, or you're building a service or a product that's going to help lots of people. Trading is just not like that. So really, again, I needed something to get back into. I needed something to light that fire again, to keep me motivated, to keep me busy. Now, one thing I noticed, having some time to sort of step back from the trading education and just the trading space in general, is that it is an absolute minefield. The amount of bad services in the industry is ungodly. Yes, there is some good services, but what I found was that you've got two sides of the industry. You've got one that provide very, very good service, really, really good learning, but it's at a level that is certainly not beginner. Okay, it's at a level where you would have probably been trading for a couple of years. You would have some consistency, and you wanted to sort of take your learning on and sort of scale up to a more advanced level. And then you've got the other side, which is the sort of beginner side and people getting into trading. And the level of this sort of education and that sort of service that was provided was like anybody could get into there and they could match the quality of service that was provided. You could have traded for a week and you could have matched the quality of service provided in that sort of beginner space. What I really found was that even maybe 5-6 years after me starting to trade, there was still nobody in the industry catering for what my 17-year-old self would have wanted when I started trading. So really that's what led me to make the first decision to say, okay, I'm going to get back into the education sort of space, and I'm going to provide a program that I believe I would have benefited from a lot when I was in that sort of starting stages of trading, which is why I then started Forex Kickstarter. So I launched the course. Again, it was super rough. I just sort of got something and put it out there. Have had a few iterations since, but again, I just wanted to get something out there. I wanted to prove the concept and make sure that, okay, this is something that's going to fuel that fire, and it's going to be something I'm going to be passionate about and I'm going to want to build in the long run. So again, sort of beginning of 2021, I launched Forex Kickstarter. Since then, again, I couldn't even fathom some of the results that we've had. We've had some students, for example, Andrew's come through, started very early on. He's come through the program. He makes stupid money. We've had Ben, who's come through. He's now full-time. We've got Kevin, who's currently in university, making, I think March he did like 75k. So again, the results have been insane. And really for me, providing that course and providing that program was just to prove to myself that, number one, I was actually wanting to be back in this industry, and I wanted to just prove the concept and make sure that what I thought would work will actually work. So again, fast forward, what are we now? We're about a year and 3 or so months forward from launching that program, and I'm getting to the stage now where it's like, okay, well, what's going to be the next steps for me to take this one step further? Which is why I decided I wanted to formalize this as a new company. And I wanted to build something. I wanted to build a brand that's going to have a deeper impact than what I can personally have on my own. Of course, I'm going to be the face of the company and I'm going to be one of the main ones providing it, but I wanted to build something larger than myself. I wanted to build something a program or a company that I could bring in some of the best mentors and some of the best coaches, provide some of the best services, and really most importantly, build a community of people that again, I would have wanted to surround myself with when I wanted to start trading. So yeah, don't get me wrong, there's certainly education programs within the industry that are very good. I've done tons of research and seen them firsthand myself, but still, they were on a level where they're not so much catered towards that beginner, which is the sort of area that I wanted to approach, because I dealt with those problems when I first started, and I wanted to be able to cater to those people and provide them with the lessons that I learned on my way. So again, after a ton of planning, just going through the general motions of starting a business and brainstorming sort of where I wanted to take things and the sort of brand I wanted to build, ultimately that led me to coming up with the company We Trade. Again, We Trade, I think it's a fantastic name. It signifies, it symbolizes the fact that we're going to be trading together. We're going to be building a community, and as a beginner, you're certainly not on your own in this industry. So we've got our first ever VIP mastermind event on the 27th of April, I believe, where it's the first time we're bringing our community together in person, which I'm really looking forward to. Once that's done, I'm getting straight into work mode again, and I'm going to be building and releasing Forex Kickstarter 2.0. So to build on top of what I proved to myself with the initial concepts of Forex Kickstarter and the original program that I put together, I'm stripping it all back. I'm taking the lessons that I've personally learned from starting that program, and we're building a full start to finish program again to build the single best program that any beginner could possibly want within this industry. So you're going to be learning completely step by step how you can take the very first steps, even from what platforms to get set up on, what you can expect, and even putting yourselves through the lessons to make sure that trading is actually something that you truly want to do before you even sort of really get into any of the technical stuff, taking you all the way through to learning those advanced strategies to help you scale up and for this to become a full-time income, for you to actually see the benefits that this income producing wealth building tool can essentially provide you with, and alongside that, being able to actually maximize the freedom that trading can give you. So again, so you don't fall into the pitfalls that I did of just simply trading. How can you structure a lifestyle outside of trading? How can you use the money that you can generate from trading to invest into other projects? So for example, my student Ben, he's now trading full time, but he's used his money to go and start a property investment company, and he's going and renovating houses. So he's using his skills, his tool of generating income, and then he's using that income and the spare time he's got to put money into something that fuels his fire and keeps him passionate, and something that he wants to actually build. He's building value elsewhere using the skills and the money that he's generating from trading. So yeah, we've got tons and tons of big plans. Again, I just wanted to just go through perhaps some of the thoughts and feelings, maybe some topics that traders or a lot of traders don't talk about. They want to make it out that trading is this incredibly amazing thing that everybody should do, and it's going to keep you so motivated and you're going to get so much gratification from trading, and it's not. And I feel like a lot of people should talk about that, because trading isn't for everyone and it is very, very lonely. But if you can construct your life around trading in certain ways, then quite simply nothing beats the trading business model. Being able to make such large amounts of money in such short periods of time is, again, it's unbeatable. It's unbeatable. But as long as you can manage your life outside of trading, then again, I think it's one of those things that if you don't try, you're massively missing out. So yeah, wanted to keep this one nice, short and sweet, just to clarify a few points perhaps. I just wanted to document this journey really. I wanted to document my thoughts. So yeah, that's about it. If you want to get some more information on how you can join the company and how you can join the program, there'll be a link in the description as to how you can book a call with our student success managers, where you'll be able to walk through the program. They'll be able to talk you through what you can expect, and if all sounds good, then you can get yourself onboarded. I hope you enjoyed the video. If there's anything else you would like me to talk about in this raw format, of course, let me know in the comments. But yeah, that's about it for this video. I will see you in the next one, I guess.